Today we are going over the best barbell biceps exercises, so let's not waste any time, see the first one. And it is going to be a regular standing biceps curl for two reasons. It is accessible and you can overload the muscle. And you can use cheat as well. Maybe that's free. And yes, I know, one side is going to work more than the other one, but that is always in the deck, especially if you're using barbells. And that's pretty much applying for any exercise you're doing. You can use the cheat variation to overload the eccentric, but the problem is always the form. Whenever gym bros are doing this exercise, they always take it to the other end and then turning this bicep cheat variation into a spine cracker. So even if you are taking a cheat or just a swing with your hip, you want to make sure that you are not going into a hyperextension, but you are staying at vertical. Even if it is your last few reps, you should stop before you reach this hyperextended position, no matter what. But I'm not going to deny it. Some leaning back is fine. It is not going to kill you, nor hurt your gains. Strict barbell biceps curl. It is going to have all the benefits of the standing variation, except it is going to be more stable. And that usually translates to more gains, at least in most cases. And it is dummy proof. All you have to do is keep your body against the wall and your arms and elbows against the wall and then perform the curl here. And I know you probably have to drop the weight significantly because you can't take any momentum, but that's fine because your muscles can't see the weight what you are using, but they are only going to experience mechanical tension. So as long as you are taking the muscle close proximity to failure, it is going to grow. This one is probably something you never tried and it is legit, and that's going to be the seated biceps curl. And I know the range of motion is going to be cut, but that's the range of motion where the biceps has so little leverage to move the load. And in this case, what you are cutting out is not important, but the small range of motion where you are going to train your biceps right now is where it is the strongest and can generate the most force. Does it mean more gains? Well, only if you can stick with this exercise for years and you are progressing it, then yes, it is going to be massive gains. And the last one is reverse curl. And I know this is not directly your biceps, but it is going to be the brachioradialis what gives an overall bigger look for your arm. So why would you even skip training this? And even the form is super simple. You just have to pronate your arm, keep it in that position, and your grip, it can be anything in between, shoulder width apart or maybe a tiny bit wide or even closer, like military. As long as you're not going to the extreme and you just find a spot where it's more comfortable for you and your wrist, it's fine. And these muscles have crazy leverage at higher elbow flexion, so when your arm is already bent. I would love to add a brachialis training here or just a hammer curl variation, but I don't have access to that kind of bar. And if your gym has that, feel free to use it. But there are so many variations, so you're not going to miss out just because you're not doing the barbell variation. All of these are just variations, so you can make your training more fun, but at the end of the day, they are just training biceps and one brachioradialis. Watch these two videos next. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. For coaching, hit the link in the description. Talk to you soon.